Hello and welcome to EverHome. My name is Crystal. I am the founder. I wanted to welcome you to the team. We're super excited to have you and kind of go over the onboarding documents just so everything is clear. You know who to contact for what, understand the expectations, etc. So I have my notes here. If you see me kind of looking from the side, that is what I'm doing. So a little bit of background on EverHome. I'm a residential care administrator. I've been working in the assisted living realm for 7 to 8 years and started EverHome July of 2024. At EverHome, we help seniors, age comfortably and confidently in their own homes. The real core of the work is, being there to support families and our clients be able to age in place and keep them out of facilities. So that is really the big thing, is like we are providing an alternative to kind of the traditional path for senior care. So a couple key policies to note. You would have received the onboarding documentation electronically. So that goes over first our non-solicitation and confidentiality. So what that means is at no time are you ever allowed to provide any kind of private services to a client that you've been introduced to through EverHome. That also covers confidentiality. So think, if you've worked in a healthcare setting, think HIPAA and confidentiality. So if there's, the neighbor sitting on their porch and they say, hey, is Mary doing all right in there? You really want to not give away too much information. So always having that kind of respectful approach in mind. In terms of attendance and coverage, so reliability is one of our very big benchmarks. I believe that's what sets us apart. Reliability and intentionality in terms of kind of who we hire and who we bring on. It's a really big deal for people to have you in their homes. So making sure that we are consistent, our clients are seeing the same faces, they know who to expect, is very important. So during your first 90 days, there's absolutely no room for call-offs. We need you to be consistent. Obviously things happen, people get in accidents, you blow out your car, kids get sick, right? So within reason, I think communication is the biggest part of that. Actively participating in finding coverage if that's something that we need, but attendance and reliability is something that, we cannot stress enough. Uniform policy, so you'll receive 2 EverHome polos. The polos should be worn with either black pants, khaki pants, or jeans that are in good shape, especially on the weekends. You could be a bit more casual with it, but as far as your appearance, you should have a professional appearance. So you should be well groomed. We do not wear scrubs. That's not really our thing. So just having a professional appearance, making sure you're looking well groomed, you're paying attention to your hygiene. Those are all very important. Closed-toe shoes that are comfortable because you are going to be working. So no flip-flops. Professional code of conduct, that is what I would like to think pretty self-explanatory, but it doesn't hurt to say it. You are to represent the company in a way that is professional. So being on time, being clear about kind of what your job is, not kind of going outside of the lines, but just always making sure that, you keep your personal drama kind of to yourself. You don't really want to get into conversations about politics, about religion. Like you always want to be, the professional. So we are the experts in this situations. Families are looking to us to come in, kind of take their hand and say, this is how we're going to do things. So maintaining a level of professionalism is very important. Support and communication. So we use the Connect Team app. The app is very important. I have people who will text me directly, which is totally fine, but a lot of times you'll find me saying, hey, check the app, because it's hard to keep up with individual text messages. The app is great because everything is in one spot. You have your knowledge base, which will have all of our like important kind of training documentation. You have your request off that you can put in there. You have your time cards, so your time sheets. You clock in and out on the app. You can see your schedule. You can see any details that you need that are pertinent to your shift. It's very, very important that you get to know the Connect Team app and you just kind of get in it and play around. There are also some YouTube videos that I will link within the app as well. So if you do have any extra questions or specific questions on how to do certain things within the app, we will get you the information that you need. But we're so glad you're here. Really, really excited to have you. Like I said, we put a lot of intention and thought into who we bring on to the team. So, we appreciate all that you do and looking forward to getting to know you and, serving our community together. Thanks so much. Talk soon.